to this.
The hardest, toughest thing that we've ever tried to bake in our kitchen.
Cancel all my afternoon appointments.
God, this is so hard.
We're making illusion cakes.
Okay. This is the worst I've ever tasted.
Here we go.
The stupidest bake in this show's history.
One of the greatest art pieces I have done.
Oh my God!
Is it cake, or are you just happy to see me? Last episode before the live finale.
Real art and sculpture.
I'm really scared.
That's awesome.
Okay.
This is not a beginner's baking art form.
No more big episodes. This is our last one. Next year, we're making bologna sandwiches.
That's right, you get to watch the finale live.
The show where we have no recipe, no clue, and no hope.
The Try Guys are back in the test kitchen for the penultimate episode of Without a Recipe.
Let's just go for it. I'm gonna ruin all this.
Today's challenge is their hardest one yet. Illusion cakes.
I made cake before, Rachel. I think I know what to do.
Will they fake it till they make it?
Oh boy, I hate today.
Or will the judges once again say, "F you"?
Oh my God.
Over the course of 2 days, each guy will bake, construct, and decorate their cakes and present it to our panel of judges.
Welcome to the judging of illusion cakes. Hey everyone, it's Rosanna Pansino. I host one of the most popular baking shows on the internet.
Hi, I'm Monika Stout, and I am the lead cake artist on some of your favorite cake shows like Is It Cake and Nailed It.
Gotta check those shows out. Hey, I'm Johnny Cakes, and I am a hyper-realistic cake artist, and not a doctor or lawyer as my mom and dad wanted me to be. An illusion cake is a cake that looks like something completely different. Maybe an inanimate object, a hand, a person, a purse. It could be anything. The point is you fool whoever it is you're giving this cake to into thinking it's not a cake. Which, why give someone a cake and do that? I don't know, but we do it. Illusion cakes are difficult because not only do you have to be a baker, you have to be an artist. You have to sculpt, cover, mold, and paint using edible food items. Making an illusion cake is really difficult. I'm a professional, and even I use recipes. I do think illusion cakes can look beautiful and taste amazing. Baking is a science. There's so many little details. If I was giving advice for somebody trying to make this cake without a recipe, I would say, good luck. It's a noble goal. Choose something simple. If the Try Guys can pull this off, then I honestly think this might be their most impressive feat to date.
An illusion cake is a trick played by the devil.
What's an illusion cake? Who knows, it's an illusion. Oh, that Coke bottle was actually a cake. Wow, that doorknob was a cake. Whoa, my sister, she's a cake. I'm not great at making cakes on the show. However, every cake I've ever made has been sturdy.
This is my last chance to win a cake challenge. I've lost every cake challenge.
It's just like Eugene's.
Are you out of your mind? I lost without a recipe cake, and now I have lost without a recipe ice cream cake. I haven't won a single cake challenge. I think I've gotten fourth on every cake challenge we've done.
We don't have a great history of cakes here at Team Try Guys.
Texture's unbelievable.
Thank you.
Nope, not good, unbelievable.
Somehow they continue to vex us. They should be simple, but we make it hard. Guys, today is the day we're doing it. We're gonna make cakes and we're gonna do it right this time.
So this is the most difficult designing challenge and construction since we did gingerbread houses. What? We don't cut that in, editors.
Okay, 2, 1, let's go! Yeah! Mooah! Mooah! Mooah!
We want the light, the fine, the fancy flour.
Oh, but you know what, Keith? Maybe we don't.
Oh,
Maybe we
you're
don't.
right.
Because we're making structured cake.
The internet loves illusion cakes. And you know what else the internet loves? Feet. So I will make a foot for everyone to feast upon. Yes, I am hoping to build this to the exact scale of my foot. I'm the most popular try guy on WikiFeet. My feet have the most pictures, the highest ratings. People love my feet. Those people who love the feet, let them have it. It's all yours.
Okay, you need a lot of cake. I think my idea might be the toughest to realistically create out of cake. Because, drumroll please, good Eugene. Good Eugene is doing the nicest thing someone can do for someone else, which is create a self-portrait of their head. Yep, Johnny Cakes, our special judge, I'm going to try to make his face out of cake. And he's not gonna know, so we're gonna surprise him. So it's like all the good things for Good Eugene this episode. He is of Lebanese descent, so I'm pulling from those flavors. Strong turmeric, and then a little bit of sesame and some orange blossom water. But I need to see references of his face from all angles. You know, evil Eugene would probably stake out his house and then watch him sleep. But good Eugene, I'm just gonna look at Instagram.
Soft butter, here you go.
Yeah, let's be soft boys.
Soft butter.
When me and Keith are together, it's soft boy time. For my illusion cake, I'm making a spooky book cake. It's a book cake, and it's spooky. It's my bukkake. So for my bukkake, it is going to be a Necronomicon-inspired Book of the Dead. It's gonna be a spooky book.
What is that? What's that word mean?
That's just if you take book and cake and put it together.
Zach, I had to learn about this because of you.
Now this is not just any normal bukkake. When you
Your mom's gonna watch this.
First, the bakers will have 2 hours to bake their cakes.
We know how to do this.
We know how to.
Oh, shit.
I think I'm gonna have to make 5 to 7 cakes. Yeah, I think I know the basics for a cake. Rachel, can we get the turmeric here? You know, this is evil Eugene's in the past. There's nothing that can go wrong with trying to replicate someone's head out of cake.
So to start an illusion cake, you need a cake. I start by sifting together my dry ingredients. 2.5 cups of flour, 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder, and salt.
Flour, salt, baking soda, and then turmeric.
4 cups of flour. We're gonna add a bunch of cocoa powder and baking soda.
I think you use baking soda and baking.
I think you do too.
No baking soda. Why? Baking soda requires an acid to make it come alive.
Look at this. There's like little crack rocks of baking soda in here. That's fun.
There you go, Zach.
Thank you, Keith. Tablespoon or teaspoon?
Tables.
The point of baking soda and baking powder is you don't taste it. We want it to be delicious. If you're not measuring, say, 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder or baking soda, there's a really good chance it's gonna go from like doing its job to adding a nasty rancid flavor to the cake.
Look at me and Keith. We're such diligent little Dilberts.
Mm-hmm.
Did we just crush it?
I mean, it's going well so far.
Then we're gonna start working on our wet ingredients. The first step for the wet ingredients is creaming the butter and sugar.
Time to cream the sugar.
Cream the sugar. I actually improved my cake skills. I've learned.
What this does is it creates a lovely, light, airy texture, which is going to make for a lovely, light, airy cake.
It's creamier than it usually does.
Oh well. So I'm gonna add 4 eggs, 2 at a time at this point.
I know it's not too many eggs, so I think I'm gonna do like 4, 5, 6, 18 eggs.
I'm gonna go with 4.
You definitely wanna be careful with how much liquid you add to an illusion cake.
Why does mine look just awful?
You don't want a soft, wet cake. We're adding it slowly.
How come you're using the heavy whipping cream?
I'm making a chocolate cake. It should be rich. Is this one of those old-timey cameras? Oh, I love these home videos. Zach, wave. You gotta look at it. Look. Yeah.
Wow.
Right? It feels like an old-timey
Oh,
camera.
my butter.
Oh yeah, the butter. Oh wow, it's really going.
The one thing I do without a recipe is add vanilla extract, just because I like a really powerful vanilla flavor.
I'm doing a turmeric, orange blossom, rosewater, sesame, because he's Lebanese. You know, when you taste yourself, you want to taste like your parents.
You don't want your cakes to taste like your grandma. Extracts are a funny thing. They're really, really potent, and it's super easy to use too much of an extract.
Whoa, that smells like a garden.
A floral extract or even like a lemon extract can really be overpowering and take away from the taste of the entire cake.
It smells like flowers. Delicious. Okay. Like my mom used to say, when you're making a face, you want hard flesh.
All right, so now it's time to marry the wet and dry ingredients, and I'm gonna put half in. Again, we are adding everything slowly because we don't want to deflate this mixture.
I really thought I was crushing cake this year, and I'm less confident than ever before. Oh boy, where's my milk?
Liquid gel food color. Let's start with 4 drops.
Like bloody a little bit, you know? It should be a bloody foot.
It looks like red velvet, I think. But it doesn't even look like it's chocolatey enough.
This will make it chocolatey. It's going in the batter itself.
Free the foot. I don't care if people get off to my feet.
Let him have a foot.
I'm not using them.
So I had this vision of you cut into the Book of the Dead and you get surprised with this ooey gooey cookie layer. I'm calling it my ookie cookie because it's icky. No other reason.
Zach's making a cookie with all over it.
I would not fill an illusion cake with soft fillings, like a fruit filling or a jam filling.
Now, there's nothing spookier than chunks of fruit.
You baking straight raspberries in there?
Is that bad?
I just never seen anything like it.
Let me just take a sip from my Zach vagina mug. You know, I found multiple of these at Goodwill.
And that means you've made it and lost it.
What scares me about the Try Guys not using a recipe is that baking is a science.
The one thing I've learned is don't overmix your cake batter. From 4 previous seasons of Without a Recipe, I know how to make cakes now, I think. Nice and pretty like a rainbow.
I've watched enough baking shows where people forget one step and it just doesn't work and you waste a bunch of time.
I'm a turmeric boy, making really good cakes.
Oh my God, I forgot eggs in I forgot eggs in all of them. I forgot eggs in everything. No! God damn it! Shit! Dang it! I have to redo all this shit. How much time do we have?
An hour 20.
Me.
This isn't enough. This isn't even close to enough, Keith. This is like not even enough for one book. You can't have a bukkake by yourself. It takes a village.
You never want to fill your cake pans more than halfway. First of all, it'll take way too long to bake and it will maybe overflow.
Okay, I'm putting my first one in the oven.
Do we have a really big bowl? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna whip 12 eggs. Back to square one, baby. We're going full circle. Eugene puts 12 eggs the first cake episode. Last cake episode, I forgot all the eggs. And then I'm just gonna remix all this together.
Well, your cakes looks like it's rising or you filled the out of that thing.
Both. Yeah, I kind of forgot that it rises.
Can we do a foot photo shoot while you're making the cake?
I got thick ankles. Huh?
With that one, that was nice.
10, 11, 12.
Maybe I should position my toes so they're as spaced as possible.
Oh, that one's a good shot.
My cake is overflowing. It's gonna cometh over.
Look at the hourglass shape of my toes, too. Oh, look at that stress.
This is not my day.
So we have made this lovely light creamed butter and sugar. And if I were to add all the eggs at once, it would deflate all the air we just put in.
I'm gonna go ahead and pour just a little bit in there. Nope, the butter's not even incorporated.
And look here. I've got sort of like a muscly green ball that is on the outside of my feet. I don't know if that's normal, but I have it.
If you can do this and it like jiggles too much, you got a problem.
It looks like a frittata. Oh yeah, that's super.
Problem is our inside oven, it's a gentle oven.
Here we go. Careful. All right, let's go. We gotta go outside.
sesame seeds. Okay, here I go. I'm gonna do 2 at a time. Let's go.
Oh boy.
I feel good. I mean, I have the materials to make a lot of cake. I just don't know how it's gonna taste because I think I threw a lot of turmeric in it.
There we frickin' go. All right, open it one last time.
A couple of them I could use more time, but this one, that's done.
Oh, the convection is just sort of blowing your aluminum foil off the cake.
Okay, here's what you do. You do a long piece.
Is that one long enough?
I didn't know turmeric turned red when you put half a pound of it into a cake.
It's day 2. After leaving their cakes in the freezer overnight.
I found my berries.
Hey, where are your berries?
There they are.
There they are.
And they're black.
Well,
That's confusing.
yeah, it's frosted.
That's
Don't
like
worry.
ice.
You can rub them if you
I
want.
think that could be the raspberry bleeding out into the batter. Oh, that's really not a different appearance.
And after making their icing,
Powdered sugar, butter. I'm also gonna add some tahini just to keep it in the Middle Eastern flavor profile.
it's finally time to build and decorate their illusions.
I hope you know that the harder this is, the less funny I'm gonna be.
So when I build illusion cakes, I always have a template to go off of.
I'll need that paper and pen over here. It's time to wash the feet. I gotta wash my feet so I can trace my feet, so I can use my tracer on the cake. Feet are the forgotten hands.
I'm thinking that my book is gonna be smaller than I initially thought. It's gonna be inspired by the Book of the Dead. It's gonna be oh so spooky.
Let's start constructing. I wanna make sure it makes a statement. You don't want like a tiny little head cake. I could make out with this.
If you can't have the object with you, just have a photo.
Now I pulled a lot of reference photos of my model from different angles. Obviously there's some from the front, some that probably he's not so happy that we printed out.
It's even better if you can have the real object on hand. You can really get an idea for depth, scale, size.
Can I borrow a white guy with 5 o'clock shadow with glasses, please? And then look, angle towards me. I assume you guys have about the same head width. As long as I make an attractive version of Johnny.
Eugene, this is some serial killer shit.
Less wide on the scalp here. I feel like I'm giving a haircut.
So I felt up this piñata and figured out that he's this shape.
Just imagining my boyfriend's head. I want this to be so beautiful, it's just gonna come to life. From nose to the back. Wow, heads are much longer in depth than you think.
Thank you.
So we're gonna take my template and then just sort of carve around, slightly smaller than my template.
I'm gonna cut the soles of my feet out. Look at that. Beautiful ass sole! Put them on this, and then put the cake on that, and then frost. I'm gonna build it on the finishing platter. I'm just starting with 2 feet, and if one breaks, I'll put my best foot forward! The new competition cooking show where everyone makes feet.
So my backup plan here is to make a Rice Krispie treat and let that be part of a base. I've never done this before. Now, do you think you just throw marshmallows in? Get you in there before you can do any more damage. I mean, that seems sort of like a Rice Krispie treat.
Rice Krispie treat is really good for structure, like legs, to hold the weight of the cake.
I don't really know how I'm gonna get to this design, but I do know at one point I want my ookie cookie, and an ookie cookie needs some goo. So we've got lime juice and sugar, and I'm not really sure if I'm gonna put anything else in there. I'd say that my real unspoken theme this season is goo. Yeah, we're gonna win, bitch.
So we're going for an even and flat layer of ganache. This is called a crumb coat.
This layer of frosting is called the viscera, the nice fleshy stuff under the skin.
So you want to get it as smooth as possible to hide any imperfections.
And I gotta put frosting all over the whole thing now. When you look at it, you're like, wow, that's too thick, but that's what I measured. And I pull my foot out, yeah, that's what it looks like. How could it actually be that thick?
Your fondant will take on the shape of this layer of ganache.
I know you're looking at my cake and thinking, Zach, your cake looks moldy. We consulted, it's not. It's just the raspberries bled in a horrific way. My hope is that when you cut into it, you go, oh, what's this ookie cookie?
That's what you want.
Oh! Yeah, maybe I should add green goo to every layer, just to make sure the flavor's infused. Ah! Perfect.
So next we're gonna roll out some fondant. Fondant is technically a really thick, pliable frosting.
And now I was thinking like, I could probably cover both feet in this one thing of rolled fondant, right? A foot's not got that much skin. But then I measured and realized that's 15 inches of skin.
You have to knead it, and you have to get it a little bit warm.
Uh-oh, we got some cracks.
I know, it's okay. Wow. This will barely, I think, cover the foot.
I don't use fondant that often because I prefer modeling chocolate. It's easier for sculpting.
This is the modeling chocolate. Why is this so crumbly? I think I'm gonna put fondant over everything.
Fondant, you kind of get one shot, and once you drape it over the cake, kind of is what it is. If you're creating, say, a human, there's no seams on skin. I would never put fondant straight onto cake. It's gonna look lumpy and bumpy and ugly.
That's beautiful, Zach. That's what I wanted to happen with my foot.
It looks like a... Guys, can we rebrand to a ghost? It's a bukkake.
I think you could still get away with it. It's the same title.
How is this not smooth? This should be smooth. How do I smooth this?
All right, 3 hours and 5 minutes.
3 hours and 5 minutes, okay.
The outside of an illusion cake is all about texture. So I've taken some wafer paper and then given them this piñata-like fringe.
Oh, look at that foot. Looks like it's a footwear and a sock. I gotta, right now, just open this up because it wants to tear on this heel.
It's very hard to make two pieces of fondant look seamless.
What if I cut my actual foot to match it?
It's just so dry. Should I wet it? Is that a thing?
Fondant does not react well to water. In fact, it makes it gummy and overly sticky.
Maybe the wetting helps. Oh, it's like moisturizer. I think that actually helps.
Under absolutely no circumstances should you be dipping your fondant in water.
I'm starting to go into full sculpting mode, so this is gonna be the next 2 hours. This is so bizarre. Michelangelo was making David. He probably didn't look so hot half the time.
Now, there's probably a way to carve this that doesn't involve electronics, but there's some fun in that.
Once fondant or modeling chocolate are on the cake, you can't trim it down. You really have to be thinking about durability and structure all the time when you're making these cakes.
This is like an airbrush.
Is it airbrush?
All right, here goes nothing. Oh, it's yellow. Did we want that color? We got it. We like book. Oh, yeah. Now that there's paint on it, I realize the shape is awesome.
Everything's just slowly melting downward. God, I hope I'm not ruining the cake under this. Push up the nose, weep, weep, weep.
Those toes are looking disturbingly good. But I do need to start making some toenails. We're gonna use a little corn syrup, a little sugar, and melt it all together. I know how to do this from when I used to make candy as a child, and I sold in middle school. And then I'm gonna put them in those spoons, turn them into toenails, put some toenails in the wrong spot on my dummy foot, put the toenails on the dummy foot, cover the ankle in blood, and figure out what else should be done.
In what world is this a book?
God, it looks awful. My assumption is you smooth this out by just rubbing it with your wet hand. Is there like a smoothing tool? It's looking so bad. Oh God, are these gonna be the worst results in Without a Recipe history? I just feel like as I'm doing this, the cake is drooping.
Yeah, this looks nothing like a goddamn book. This couldn't look less like a book. It doesn't look like anything.
One thing I know, it's hair.
Wow, that looks like veins. I'm gonna do this.
If I'm doing Johnny's face, I just need to be a little more realistic. Sorry, oh, I'm just gonna rip it off. Oh, sorry, oh, it's all dry. Oh, I just ruined the nose.
It's not like, oh, that's a bad book. I can't even tell you what it looks like. What can I even pretend that it is? It kind of looks like a melting toaster. Can you get Rachel? She's crying. She's crying. She's crying because it's so good.
Should I not have worked with fondant? I'm so should I just switch to the other one now? Shit, I don't know. I don't have any time. See, it's all, even the face is falling off now. Maybe I should have done my dog.
I've definitely had issues with fondant coming off of my cakes. I would panic, I would just take off the fondant and start again.
I think I'm gonna have to pivot. So we have, I think, 45 minutes left. I've been molding this for over 3 hours. The fondant is just not working, so I'll just redo it with what time I have left and just make a cartoon, I guess. All right, so
3 hours down the drain.
Illusion cakes are difficult because not only do you have to be a baker, you have to also be an artist.
I'm taking it apart. I don't actually know what fondant is, but I sure did waste a lot of it.
If I really served them a foot, it would have to have been cut off of someone's body.
All right, I think we're getting there. I think this piñata's coming to life.
My new fondant plan is pretty similar to the old fondant plan, but I'm trying to do it one piece at a time. Right, pages go through the top, don't they?
Trying to work out some real veins. Give it that top of foot look.
I have these pearls. Maybe give it like a nice pearl necklace. I'm adding little individual sprinkles to create the illusion of stitches. Is it possible my cake is starting to melt on me?
I'm loving it. This suddenly is so cartoonishly cute and fun.
I really am impressed with yours, Keith. I think it's exactly what you set out to make.
It's better than I ever thought I could have done. 30 minutes ago, but an artist needs to know when to step away, you know?
And I should have stepped away an hour ago.
With 30 minutes remaining, Keith and Zach's cakes are finished. But Eugene is running out of time to salvage his Johnny cake.
I'm not finishing, Rachel. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Will this finally be the first disqualification in Without a Recipe history?
I'd rather just have a DQ and not present. It just doesn't make sense to present this. Okay, drape. It's just gonna look like a cartoon anyways at this point. I don't know, I'm trying to think of what I can make out of this. You know, one thing I did really work hard on was the shape of the head. And it's a head. Oh, no. Did I make a fetish gear version of Johnny? What if I just made maybe he's just a fetish boy.
Maybe he's just a fetish boy. Fetish boy, fetish boy, fetish boy.
I really wanted to be good, Eugene. But I guess you can't take the bad out of the boy. Can I get the black loaded? Maybe he's just ready to get spanked like a bad pig boy. I wanted to be good, Eugene. The only thing I could do, just turn evil. Should I give him a ball gag? Should I make a big dildo? Can't. Yeah. It needs spikes. 4 minutes. Adorable little sub with his cute little face mask. Where'd the glasses go? Oh, will they fit? Oh my God.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up, guys, hands up.
See that? That's a good evil Eugene cake.
Foot finish, rather than a foot fetish. But it probably also is a way to like me come on someone's foot.
Welcome to the judging of illusion cakes. Today we'll be judging on taste, creativity, presentation, and is it an illusion cake? Am I seeing an illusion or is it real?
I like when an illusion cake has maybe a texture that looks inedible.
I don't like a dry cake, so light and fluffy, not dry, and I really am gonna be looking at structural integrity.
They can be gravity defying, something that looks like it could not possibly stand. I want to see something that I'm not going to believe is a cake.
Judges, Bukake. I made a spooky book. A book cake. A bookake. What you're about to see is a book unlike any you've ever seen. Not just any book, a spooky book. The Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon itself. And inside, crazy ghost goose flying abound. And you cut inside, you might find yourself with a little ookie cookie. Judges, I think you maybe should close your eyes.
I'm a little scared now.
I'm really scared.
Do you know what bukkake is?
No, I don't get out a lot.
Judges, feast your eyes.
Oh. Whoa! Is that, it looks like raw hamburger.
And to really complete the illusion, you guys have syringes of ghost goo, and you can kind of make it fly over the cake. All together now. 3.
Okay. Did you just shoot it out the cake?
Yeah, all together now. 3,
Okay,
2,
2, 1.
1.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Sorry, Mom. Do you know what bukkake is?
No.
I think, from what I've heard, I've never seen it, but
Is it a sex thing?
Yeah.
Is it water play?
one and a
Oh.
bunch will stand.
Around them? Oh
Isn't this a kids show? My little cousins watch this show.
Oh my gosh!
I am aghast. I had no. Why
do
did you guys
have
not tell
to
me
do
that?
it at the same time?
I think you
Typically?
can't. I don't know if you can control if it's like the exact same time. You also said soggy waffle or ookie cookie.
I like that I need details. I'm like, I learn something new every time I come here.
And you'll see it's wearing a beautiful pearl necklace because even though this is an evil book, it's still classy.
So a pearl necklace.
I got that.
Oh, you know it? Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, I felt like the perv here today, but okay.
So let's talk about presentation.
Zach, what's the cake plate for?
It started to fall, and so we saved it.
You've put the more impressive thing on the back of this cake.
Let's see.
Which that looks like maybe like a graveyard. It looks like something coming out of the ground.
Yeah.
Which gives us movement, and that's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you what. You look at this. Don't look like no cake to me.
Oh, it doesn't look like a cake. I just am not getting book. Like you had to tell me it was book.
Do you read much?
Good point. Touche.
Yes.
But I know what a book looks like.
This is a tall cake.
You
What
found the
is-
cookie.
Oh,
The oogie cookie. Yep.
This is hysterical. This is a really funny theme.
Yeah!
okay. How thick is that cookie?
This
one
is
is a little scary.
A scary cake, Zach.
As it should be.
Oh my gosh. This cookie is
Big bite
so
from Johnny.
tough, Zach. This cookie is out of control. This is
You also hit a
Oh
skewer.
no! Oh my God! I can't wait for you to do.
What? You want me to eat this? Okay, I'm coming. Hey, don't tell me. I'm gonna try it all right now. Here goes nothing.
Wait for it. Zach, it tastes like it. I'm not being funny. It tastes like dish soap. Like
What
it tastes
is
like
that?
soap.
What is that?
I don't know. Is there dish soap in this?
Not intentionally.
What is that?
What is that?
What is on my palate? What's going on there?
Oh my God. It hits you right at the end.
What is it?
My esteemed colleague here is assuming, perhaps, that there might be just a little bit too much baking soda baking powder, which has
That's
given
what it
it
is.
a chemically taste and turned the raspberries.
Oh, the raspberry, because the baking powder.
Yes, because it tastes like toothpaste with
Yes.
the baking soda added.
Yes.
Okay, remember when Donald Trump was president? And every
Bad
day
start.
he'd say something, you go, there's no way he could say something crazier. He could not stoop to a lower level. That's how I felt about your baking.
Yeah.
You have managed to outdo yourself, stoop to the lowest level. This is the worst shit I've ever tasted. And it's good. It's good because you should have seen some of the things I've tasted that you have made. This is the worst thing you've ever tasted, and it's impressive. Yeah, it's really terrible. Like I had to spit it out. Tastes like dish soap, toothpaste.
Chemicals do funny things when they bake. What's the green?
It's
Because it tastes terrible with the cookie. I mean, maybe it's fine on its own, but what
is
the
it?
combination is awful. It's the chocolate chip cookie with this piece of green thing. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's lime goo. Lime goo.
Oh, lime goo. Like you pick up at the grocery store.
I got my jar of lime goo.
I'm not kidding. Like I'm actually so impressed. I've never tasted anything worse.
It smells like fish.
When you eat
Creativity.
it.
Let's give some points.
Well, this was very creative.
Yes.
I've never spurted on a cake before.
Well, that makes one of us.
Judges, is it an illusion cake?
Yeah, it's not a cake.
Right.
It's the illusion that it was a cake, but it's not really. Yeah.
Zach, I didn't know what it was.
Right.
I'm so grateful my smell and taste came back from when I had COVID. But this.
It kind of makes you
like
wish
it
for
would have been
COVID.
better. This would have been better 3 months
COVID
ago.
wishing.
Yeah.
Oh, my tongue is tingling.
No, Zach, honest to God, like this, like I'm actually impressed.
Thank you, judges.
Judges, I had made the most magnificent illusion cake for you, and as I carried it through the forest on my way to the judging table, ow, ow, ow! Oh no, I've stepped into a bear trap, and I've dropped my cake. With nothing left to serve you, the only option was to grab my foot out of that bear trap and put it on a platter and hope that it passed for cake. I would like to present to you my left foot.
Okay, I gotta say.
I mean, the skin texture.
I know, it's awesome.
This is so cool.
Yeah, the wrinkles on the toes where the joints are and in between, it's really, really well done. And the sculpture, the shape is perfect. It just looks like skin.
Look at the detailing on the skin. What did you use on that?
I would take a little edible ink pen and paint over it, and then take water and immediately try to remove as much as I could so it was faint.
It looks like skin, I know how hard like texture is, especially skin or hair or anything. The one thing I would say is the bottom of the foot is giving cake, right? Like, it's giving cake.
Oh yeah, I sprayed a little bit of airbrushing to try to give more shading.
And actually that does give, right there, if you look from far away, it gives the illusion of that you can see a shadow underneath.
Yeah, it's just.
Do you want to see my real foot?
Okay.
My foot.
Okay, so very sanitary situation.
I'm gonna keep it away from the foot.
Not you're not as veiny, but
When I'm dehydrated, though.
okay.
Wait, look at like the color gradient.
Yeah.
there.
Is this in the gelatin, the color, or is it underneath
It's
it?
painted underneath it.
Which one are you gonna cut into?
Well, which one's cake?
Which one's the cake?
Keith has the highest WikiFeet rating of all of us, so.
It's obvious why.
So you have like people out there who like are really envious of me right now because I'm about to eat your foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, ladies. Okay, here we go. Ready? Yeah. I know, is it like a voodoo doll? Will it hurt you? Wow, that feels weird to do.
I know. Oh gosh, I can't.
Oh wow, it's gross.
He's like jiggling them, and I'm like,
Oh, can you pick it up and see if it's got a soul?
it's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Now, everyone is welcome to eat cake, but I think someone should suck on the toes.
Also, listen, at this point.
How are you doing? Okay.
It's a thick piece of sugar glass.
That's a pretty tasty foot.
Keith, it's a good tasting cake, and again, it's dense, lots of moisture.
It's a good cake.
It's a good tasting
Yeah,
cake.
it is a good tasting cake. Your buttercream, I think, absorbed into the cake a bit, but I'm not missing it.
It's moist. It's
Yeah.
It's got levity to it.
Wow.
I'm not sure what flavor it is. You know, it's not
Well-
too chocolatey. There's a chemically aftertaste, but then again, you know, I'm eating a foot.
Yeah, I think the dye's pulling the chocolate flavor away, but it's not, I mean, it's not bad.
And one of the problems I have with red food dye is that you have to add so much of it for it not to be pink. So that does affect flavor.
Judges, is it an illusion cake?
100%.
I would say that this is definitely an illusion cake. Would I think that that was a real foot if I had it served to me? Maybe not, but it actually looks just as good as one of those like Halloween decorations you put in your lawn.
And it's the details, the wrinkles, the varicose veins that are over the top.
Easily the best cake I've ever made on this show.
Okay.
Easily.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
Thank you, judges.
Judge, it seems like we took a little bit of a dark turn and we gotta bring it back to the light.
Now, evil Eugene, he's in the past. It's been a season of good. Righteousness, sweetness, all-Americanness. I gave you angels. I gave you bombs. And of course, fracking. What is sweeter to end on in the world than a self-portrait cake?
Oh my God.
America's sweetheart.
For America's sweetheart to end Good Eugene's run, I give you Jonny Cake.
Maybe close your eyes.
And maybe close your eyes.
Johnny, this is so special. Okay. Don't look. I'm not gonna look either. It's gonna be a surprise for all of us.
Oh my God.
Good Eugene's sweetest gesture yet. Judges, feast your eyes on Jonny Cake.
Identical.
Do I look different than I think I do?
Stop. Oh my God.
I don't know where to start. First of all, the glasses, I mean, uncanny.
I mean,
Ugly.
no. I think you're wearing a leather mask.
Right, am I robbing a bank?
No, you're getting your ass robbed.
You're making a deposit.
I think
Or
this
someone
is a sexy, leather mask, sexy night.
What?
That's what this
A
is.
little bit of a rubber man.
The simulation of leather texture is actually very well done.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
But why would you have glasses on over your
Because
mask?
he needs to see
I have
where to
to see
spank.
where.
Oh, okay. I also love for the spiky collar that you used, piping tips. I
He's
think
a
that's
naughty
really
chef.
fun and creative, and I'm like, this would be a cute necklace. The eyes are the creepiest for me because they're kind of sunken, and then one's crying, and it looks a little melted.
Because it hurts so good.
God. Thank you. This is a high honor to be commemorated in cake form. I don't see a lot of myself in this necessarily, but I do see a man in it.
You don't see yourself in it yet?
Yet.
Just slice right into your skull.
I can say this is the first time I've cut into.
Do you want to take the glasses off? Yes. Much better. Much better.
Daddy!
He's here all week.
Oh my. It's bright in the front
yeah.
inside.
Didn't quite cut through the left cheek, but I'm sure it's hard.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Those are really even
Yeah.
layers, huh?
What kind of cake is it?
So to honor Johnny's Lebanese descent, I went with Middle Eastern flavors. So the cake is turmeric with rose and orange blossom. And the buttercream is with sesame and tahini.
Oh,
Wow, thank you.
Yeah. And that's
For the
your
boys,
taste.
for the boys at home watching this, I'm delicious. It's good.
It's turmeric forward.
Very.
It's not bad.
No.
It's like on the verge of good because it's not really sweet.
Yeah.
So it's got that nice, and
Right.
the tahini's coming out.
It's new.
It's interesting.
Something you're really good at is
just the
experimenting
cake.
with flavor and not being afraid to go bold.
No, and I love the idea of a turmeric cake. This is really creative, really cool.
Yeah, I'm totally doing a tahini buttercream.
Yes.
Here's something I never thought I'd say, but I enjoyed eating Johnny. So it was tasty.
You didn't think you'd enjoy eating me?
I didn't think I'd ever say it.
I really do like that.
Is there a floral in this?
I did dump a lot of orange blossom and rose water.
Yeah. Again, there's a little too much. It gets a little potpourri in your mouth.
A little soapy.
Points for creativity. Points for taste. And yeah, this was a special day for me.
Judges.
Yeah.
Is it an illusion cake?
Yes. The answer is yes. When you put it down, I knew it was a human head. I didn't know it was my human head necessarily, but we got the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was successful.
Yes, did not look like a traditional cake.
And you've inspired me to make a big change in my life.
Oh, well, let me know how it goes.
You don't want to be there for it?
I mean, I'll talk to my boyfriend, but we'll see.
Are we too comfortable as friends now? I don't know.
You guys want to look at my foot again?
All right, boys. Nobody makes illusion cakes without a recipe. It's wild that you did that, and you should all be very proud of yourselves. You all swung big, and we loved elements of all of your cakes. And now I'm gonna tell you whose elements we liked the least. So in fourth place, this is somebody who used different types of techniques, which more advanced bakers would use, but usually not a novice baker. Fourth place today is going to Zach. I'm sorry, but actually you owe us an apology. So I'm not that sorry.
I'm glad you got to put it in your mouths.
I'm not.
The winner of the illusion cake episode is going to be going to the person who made a cake involving human body parts based on the human body. We were all very impressed. Jonny was very impressed.
Loved it.
Loved it. Now, the 2 cakes left in the finals, we loved them both. But the winner of the illusion cake is going to be... Keith.
I lost without a recipe cakes, and I lost without a recipe ice cream cakes, and I lost without a recipe ice cream. This is the first cake without a recipe that I've ever won. This is huge, and it all is in thanks to my foot. Get out here, buddy. Get out here. You're the star. Yeah! 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 Woo! Foot! 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 Foot!
Yay! 5
Congratulations, Keith, but the fun's not done. We got the live finale. Get your tickets at tryguys.com/war. You get to vote. You get to decide who is the ultimate champion.